cleanup to do today. I've had to skip a few of them because, well, filming wise, because I didn't have a tripod or anything to hold the camera. So I got a new tripod yesterday. Well, got one off Facebook, so we'll try that out today. But there's not a whole lot of grass on this one. There's not really any mowing to do. It's just all of the brush and the undergrowth at this guy's house that's getting out of hand. I guess they just want me to kind of thin it out. There's some, what are those called? Hedge trees that are in there, real thorny branches and sticks. We got to cut some of that out. Just generally open up the property. There's a lot of the volunteer growth that's just growing up, and I got to cut all that out, trim down some of the smaller trees, the weeds and stuff that are growing up. There's a lot of topsoil bags that are in there. They just want me to cut those open, dump the soil out, get rid of the bags. So hopefully it should be a pretty good day's work. I bid it for an all-day job, so should be a decent day's work. It's supposed to be 95 degrees today. Heat index will only be at 99, so it won't be as bad as it has been the past few days. Full sunshine. When you're working out in the heat like this, make sure you have enough water with you. Don't just grab a few bottles and call it good. I keep an entire cooler with me at all times. It holds 3 gallons. It's 24 water bottles in there. I keep the cold packs between them. That way they're all cold and everything. I've got some lunch, some chips. That way I can keep the energy going, replenish some of those salts that you sweat out. So we're gonna go get this one done today. That way it's out of our hair, it's out of the customer's hair, and everything looks good. So I'll see you once we get out there. All right. Some branches on the ground. It's a jungle. The goal today is to thin this out and clean it up. Gotta get rid of all of these little topsoil bags and get rid of the bags. We're just gonna dump them out, dump the soil on the ground, and then take the bags out. Of course, poison ivy. Oh, yep, I got some spider webs too. Alrighty. Oh my. So, this here, that, all of that, all of this, all of that's poison ivy. Keep that in mind when you're bidding a job, that I'm getting poison ivy from this one. There's no getting around it. It's mixed all in. So keep that in mind when you're bidding the job. Sometimes, a lot of times, I've passed on jobs because of all the poison ivy that's involved. It's just not worth the 2 weeks of misery that I have to go through after the job because I am very allergic to it. So one thing to keep an eye out for, they're always grouped in leaves of 3. All of these leaves, they're all poison ivy. Even when people say, oh, I'm not allergic to it, the more you're exposed to it, the more likely you are to get a reaction. And even if it's dead and brown and crispy, you can still get poison ivy from it. So keep that in mind when you're bidding the job. Alright, I set these over to the side because they're hedge trees. And I want them separated because they have all of these little thorns all over them. And I don't want those mixed into the general pile. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them up into smaller pieces, wrap them up on the tarp, and put them at the back of the trailer so I know exactly where they are. I can pull them all off and not have to worry about getting stuck. Okay, got the job all done. Got the branch cut off, all that stuff cut down, tree branches collected. Got all of this cut down, got that branch cut off from that hedge tree. Got all of the underbrush cut out to where now it's nice and open. Took down one of the small trees there, another small tree right next to it there, another one right here. Just got it to where it's all opened up. You can see all the way through to the house now, which you couldn't before. Got everything trimmed back over there. Blew off the back patio. Got most of those bags of topsoil dumped out. These ones here I can't really get because the bags are just too deteriorated by the sun and everything else, they just break into pieces as soon as you touch them, so I can't really get them dumped. So, looks much more better than it did before. Alright, well, I'm going to get all of this strapped down and get it to the dump. So, yeah, let's get after it. Alright, got the job done. It's quite a bit of work, but it's a Saturday, so I allotted all day to do it. That way I wouldn't run into any time crunches. Oh, it looks much, much better. Gotta get the before and after pictures all put together, present them all nice and neat, and send them to the client who is out of town. So that way they can see before and after how it all looks. That way they're nice and happy. So, not a bad way to spend a day. Good, honest work. So, if that helps you out at all with watching my process, how I did something, or if it's just entertaining, good deal. So I'm gonna get back. Well, actually now I got to go to the dump and unload all of this stuff. That's the pain in the butt side about these jobs for me, is I don't have a dump trailer or a way to hook everything up so that the machine at the dump can pull it all off the trailer. Everything on my trailer is a hand load and then a hand unload whenever I get to the dump. So I've still got, I don't know, probably a 30-45 minute drive to get to the dump, and then I'd say probably 45 minutes to an hour at the dump just to get this stuff all unloaded. So, whew, but I wouldn't trade this for an office job or nothing. I enjoy what I do, and that's why I do this kind of work. Is I'm not a good employee. I don't like working for people at a job. So owning your own company, where you get to decide the jobs that you do or don't do, you get to decide how much you charge for it. You know, it's up to you to succeed, or it's up to you to fail. But I'm doing something that I enjoy doing, so it's not like having a job. So I just get to do what I want every day. So it's nice. If you're thinking about starting up your own company, I'd recommend doing it. Do it in a smart way. Get yourself to where you've got your clients and your work built up to where you can transition out of being an employee to running your own company. Just do it in a smart way. Don't just quit your job and hope it works. Now, what I did is I had a part-time job, and then I did lawn care on the side. And then once I got to the point where the lawn care on the side got to the point where it was making more than my full-time or my part-time job, then I quit the part-time job and went full-time into lawn care. So it worked out. So I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm gonna keep on working. Y'all be good.